Welcome back to Kim Folk Farm. We're out here feeding the chickens. We're about to go back around and pick up all our eggs real quick. We didn't get them picked up last night. Everybody was real busy. But today what we're going to do is get in the brooder house and try to do a little upgrade to our brooder house. We want to put the keeping it Dutch style feeders in our brooder house because the chicks that we put in there just make a mess. And it wastes a lot of feed and just causes a lot of unnecessary odor. So today we're going to get in that brooder house and do a little upgrading. Well, we got all the eggs picked up and we made sure the girls got fed. They were having a fit. I want to show y'all something I haven't been putting on any of my videos. Travis has mostly been taking care of this. Oh, he got an escapee. Travis has been taking care of this. We got 50 new meat birds. That's why I wanted to redo the brooder house, because these guys have just made an absolute mess. We got our pens loaded up with some the Freedom Rangers. We got one that's gotten out. We got one that got out somehow. We must have a hole in there somewhere. We got to look for it. But Travis got some more Freedom Rangers. And these jokers are eating like crazy. I'm going to have to catch that one. I'm going to move this pen real quick. But these guys are awesome. We just did the Cornish cross a few months back. And Travis wanted to do another batch of these not the Cornish cross, but the Freedom Rangers. So we decided to do 50 more, and I really hadn't done anything with them. Travis has been on top of this. That's my son-in-law. If y'all not watching The Right Farms, go check him out. He's got a little channel, but he's been doing these Freedom Rangers. These are some tough birds. We absolutely love them. We've not had one single bird die yet. We got one that's out. Let's see if it'll come in. Let's see what it takes to get this bird in. Go down, buddy. Whoop, wrong way. Come here. Gotcha. But these are some really tough birds. We absolutely love them. We absolutely love them. But we're going to go out in the brooder house. I'm going to feed these guys real quick, move this pen. We're going to go out in the brooder house and put in one of those keeping it Dutch style feeders. They just work so much better, so much more efficient when it comes to feed loss. I'll show y'all the brooder house. It's just an absolute mess. Well, guys, one thing I can say about this brooder house is that it's way back in here in the woods. Look at our chickens. I didn't even notice them. They're way over there in the woods doing their thing. They stay out in these woods. As soon as we let them out, they eat. They eat the scratch and then they just spread out all over the place, and they stay all up in these woods. But I love this brooder house being in the woods. It just keeps it so nice and shaded and cool. But what I wanted to show you guys is what we're doing today. We got to go get the parts first, the pipe. But these little chicks make such a mess. We keep our pine shavings in here to keep the smell down. But between the poop and the food, it gets a little rough in here sometimes. So we wanted to be a little more efficient with our feed. Because they waste so much. But what we wanted to do was put some pipes right in here and have the little holes right here where they can get their food, and have another one coming up this side, and maybe here and here. I'm not sure, if not here and here. But we want to fix it where they get access to plenty of food, because those feeders we use do give them tons of food, and you got 50 birds in there. I mean, that's a lot of mouths. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able 2 or 3. But regardless, they got to have a new place to eat. It'll save us on feed, and it'll keep the smell down and waste. It'll keep the waste down. But between the chicks that we've been raising for meat birds, we put turkeys in here, and I got the quail. They'll be hatching out, I think, Wednesday. Today is actually Friday. I think the quail are due to hatch Wednesday. So we're really pumped about that. We got 73 eggs on there, and if half hatch, that'd be a bunch of birds in here. And as soon as they hatch, we're going to throw another batch on there, because I'm about to start hatching eggs as fast as I can get them on and get them off. we're gonna have some good videos about that. I'm gonna be deep in the quail, but we need to get some feeders in here. I'm gonna run to Home Depot, get some pipe. We're gonna get this thing going. Well, that is pretty clean. I'm really happy about that. Still got a little ammonia smell to it, but that'll work right out. We'll probably open that window in the back, let some of that, of course, it's vented all the way around, so we'll let some of that ammonia work out. But we're going to put the pipe, I think we're going to put one here and maybe one in this one. Fix that where we got 2 feeders, and eventually we're going to start putting a waterer coming through this wall from the outside, coming down, and put some cups down here, but we'll do that on a later date. Right now, we're just gonna put in the feeders. Everybody, we put one on the left side coming in the door and one on the right, and it just looks great. I absolutely love them. I'm hooked on them. And keeping it Dutch started putting these in all his quail pens, and they are just so efficient. They'll have a lot more room to move around too, because usually we have a big water over here, and then we'll have 2 or 3 feeders scattered about, and that's going to give them a lot more room. A lot of the times they just hopping and knocking the feed, not knocking it over, but kicking some out. And they're just, when you got them all set around, they're hopping in them, you know, kicking the pine shavings into the feeders. This is just going to be so much better. The only problem we had outside was they will kick up pine shavings, and every now and then get some in here, so you'll have to come in here and clean them out a little bit. But other than that, they are rock solid. I mean, they are rock solid and just look great. I'm excited. I can't wait to use them. Our quail will be hatching in just a few more days. Today's Friday. I think they're due to hatch Tuesday or Wednesday. But we'll keep y'all posted on that. Like I say, we got 73 on the incubator, and hopefully half will hatch. We're going to put them in here, and as soon as we put them in here, we're throwing another big batch on there. And we're just going to start every time we have quail hatch, we're throwing another 50, 60, 70 eggs on there until it's over, until winter or until they quit laying. And we're fixing to really get into the quail. So we're going to really use this thing a heck of a lot. Now, we won't open the door for them, but this right here we're going to use a lot. We're going to try to add some water. We're wanting to put some water coming through the door and down, and hopefully put some nipples down through here, them little cups that we put. We'll figure it out, but for right now, we got the feeders in there. That'll give them some more room, save on our feed, and keep a lot of the cleanup down. But right now we're going to go up here to the pigs. I want to finish the video out with the pigs. I love the pigs. I went up there and checked them earlier. I thought it was a rain coming, so I had to hurry up and get up some feed. It was in the back of my truck up there. I've been running around all day. This video seems like I've only done this for 30 minutes. I've been running around all day. It's evening time again. But we're going to go up here and water the pigs because they're completely out of water. Not to drink, but in their little pond. So we're going to fill it up, squirt them a little bit, and have some pig fun. Well, guys, while I finish watering these pigs, I really appreciate y'all checking out our video. Not much going on today. We just wanted to try to add something to that brooder house and make it just a little more efficient and keep that old feed cost down. It's not much, but still, I would think 25% of our feed hits the floor, and for some reason, once it hits the floor, they don't eat it. It's really weird, but that ought to help out a great deal. I really appreciate y'all watching our videos. Look at these guys. They absolutely love this. They love it. They're building this hole. This hole started out just right here. And they have built that thing, and it's just working its way. I mean, it's time for these guys to go. It's time for them to go. I would think they're probably, especially this one. She is a monster. The camera, I'm telling you guys, the camera don't do them justice. They are big. Everybody that comes up here says, wow, they're so big. Yeah, they're big. They're all got to be 200 plus pounds. But like I say, September 23rd is the due date because we got them. We bought them. They were probably 2 months old when we bought them. So we're holding them a couple of extra months. But that's okay. We've been having fun with them. I come out here earlier and they had destroyed my feeder because I let it run out of feed this morning, and it was way over there in the corner of the pen. They had, I don't know if they eat the strap. I can't find the strap. The strap's gone. The roof, the top is tore off. The top was tore off. It was tore off. I don't know where the bolts are at, but I just got the top sitting on it. That thing is taking a absolute beating. But when they're gone, we're going to fix that. We're going to put some posts in the ground. We're going to set it where they can't touch it next year. It's going to be locked down hard next year. But I appreciate y'all watching our videos, guys. I can ramble on. I really do love y'all to death. Thank y'all for the comments. And if you're not a subscriber to our channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. Share this with your friends. Tell everybody about Kinfolk Farm. We really appreciate you guys coming over. And we will see you on the next video.